Good morning, YouTubers. This is Mario Cosby coming at you again. I'm not gonna say this is an update. Actually, I want to do this video to encourage David Duncan, who has the same kit. He found some flaws with it, and it seemed like he was very frustrated and very disappointed. Um, so I found the same problems with my kit, um, but it didn't bother me. It's I guess it's just one of those things where it is what it is. You know, um, and I will report it to AMT, uh, the problem, and hopefully they'll be able to correct it. I'm not looking for nothing in return. I mean, it's a flawed kit. It's a flawed kit. Period. But anyway, David, I want to show you this. Um, as you can see, let me see if I can zoom in on this. The same problem. There's no lip there, as you can see, around the fender well trim. There's a little bit over here in this corner, coming up here to about right here. And I really didn't notice it when I was going over the body. It's not apparent like it is here. There's really nothing there. So I really didn't notice it, and the reason I didn't notice it because my initial sanding, I don't use sandpaper. I use this Scotch pad, and it's a in-between painting Scotch pad that allows me to paint the body in primer without leaving a bunch of scratches or deep scratches in the plastic. So that's why I like using that instead of sandpaper, because if you start off with 600 or 800, then you got to work your way up to what, all up to 32 before you get a nice smooth body. Not with this. You just sand it down. It's all smooth. After that, I'll wipe it down with rubbing alcohol just to get the grease off of it, and then tack it down with a tack cloth, and then spray paint my primer on it. A lot of guys, they like washing the bodies. That's fine. I just like using rubber alcohol because it evaporates almost immediately. I don't have to sit there and wait for the body to dry, even though I can use a paper towel to dry it off with, but still, it's still moist and damp. So that's why I don't do it. Also, I use this scribing tool on all my models. And what I do, I notice that the kit does come with very faint lines around the door and around the trunk. So what I did was I just, like I said, take my scribing tool and I'll scribe out the areas that I want scribed out. And since I was painting this white, I knew I had to fill in those lines so it can bring out the detail in the door. And what I do is I'll use pencil, and I outlined it, and then when I was all done, then I clear coated. As you can see, I think it came out very nice. I haven't sanded it or buffed it out yet, but there it is. I think it came out very good. Let's see if I can get a tighter shot for you without things being blurry. But yeah, there it is. Also, as far as the interior is concerned, yeah, it is bland. I agree with you on that one. It did. I was disappointed when I seen it too. But then I got several donor kits, like you see that one back there, and I got some on the floor over here. Let me move this trash can. There's several of them there that I use, and they're all donor kits. Some I got in the back in my storage. So what I did, I had I think a 72 Olds 442 that these seats came out of. I cut it. I used the console from the kit. I just cutted it out right there at the edge. Used the console, bare metal foiled the center section where the shifter goes, and did a little painting where right, it gives you the outline for the tells you what gear, not what gear you're in, but the pattern of the shift is right there. So I outlined that in black. Then what I did was I took, I don't like the steering wheel or the column that came in the kit. So what I did was I took from my donor kit again, this is a Dodge steering wheel. You'll never know it, not unless you're really, really sharp with cars, you'll never know it. And I took the column down in here. Let me see if I get a close up here. Yeah, that's better. I took the column down in there. That's from the Oldsmobile that I took the seats out of. And then from Ted's Modeling, I bought this some time ago. I bought these gauges. He sells a gauge kit, and with a paper insert, with paper face insert of the gauges, and it comes in all different. You can put 1 gauge, 2 gauge, up to 3 gauges, and that worked out real fine. And then I just detailed the dash the best I could, and there you have it. Also, I don't know if you can notice, but the glove panel has a dark line in there. I'll see if you can see that, but that's done in pencil also, just the outline of the glove box. So I'm doing this just to encourage you, Donald, if I pronounce your name right. So go ahead and build the thing, man. You still can go over the doors like I did with the scriber, or if you don't have a scriber, use the back of your X-Acto knife. Take the back of your X-Acto knife. Excuse me. I have a surgeon. This is a surgeon's scalpel. Not the handle, but the blade is. I have an X-Acto up here somewhere. Here it is. Just use the back of the knife, and just go along and take your time and go along the panel line. 9 times out of 10, I always scratch the body as I'm doing that, so I'll just take 800 sandpaper and sand it out and go back over it some more until I think it's right. Now, after I get done sanding and buffing the body out today, then I'll put the bare metal floor where it needs to be put at. I have a hood coming from LEX scale models. It's an outlaw hood. He makes one for the Chevell, for the 69 Chevell, and that's going on here. Again, I used the engine out of one of my donor kits, just the block and the heads. The oil pan is the original that came with this Chevell kit, along with the water pump, and I cut the back end off to put the 4-speed and the bell housing on there. And it'll be a tunnel ram mountain motor. It'll be a tunnel ram system with these are the valve covers that are going on there, but it's a mountain motor, meaning it's over 500 cubic inches. Then what I don't like, I use I don't know, for the guys that are, if you look at the interior on the carpeting, a lot of times I don't use flocking. I have used it and I do like it, but I didn't have red in my stock. So what I do is I buy this felt that comes in all different colors from Walmart, and it's just a 12 by 12 sheet. I think it's less than $1. And what I did was use that, just cut it out, and glued it in with I have tacky glue, spray glue, that I spray on one side, and then inside the car, what I'll do is I'll spray some of that glue into the lid that goes over the can, the lid itself, and I'll spray it into that, and then I'll take a brush and brush it on, then let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then put it all, put it in there and glue it down. It works perfect. So there you have it. But what happened, what I didn't like, is that they have the gas pedal and all this other stuff molded into the floor. So again, here's my donor from my Oldsmobile kit. And what I'll do is, when I get ready to glue all this in, I'll glue this to I'll glue this to the dash here, and you'll never know it. So I think it'll work out real great. So I just want to encourage you about that, Dave, to go ahead and, or Donald, just to go ahead and um, um, finish build on it, man. You know, do your thing. You know, enjoy it. I mean, you went so far. You built the wheels and the engine. I mean, the engine looked wonderful. You did a great job on that engine. So I would just go ahead and build it, man. If you got donor kits, man, use the donor kits. Go up on Google, Google your interior for 69 Chevelle SS. I know that the door panels, I had a 69 SS. The door panels come with silver trim on them. You know, and that's what I'll do with this. And the door handles I have, again, I have photo etched parts that are coming, a photo etch for the Chevelle, for this Chevelle. Well, it's for the 70 Chevelle, but the 69 and the 70 are almost similar. And a lot of the stuff I can use on this model. So, you know, spend a few extra dollars and I get it to where I want it to be, and be happy with it. And the mufflers, as far as the exhaust is concerned, you know, what I'm doing with mine, again, donor kit. I'll cut these off right here, right where they come in, and then I'm going to glue them, not coming out, but it'll be back there towards the rear, just before the rear, they'll be glued on, and I'll use the original pipes that came with the kit and glue them onto this, and just put a you know, a downspout on it. You know, like use this end as a downspout. You know, cut it, trim it, glue it on the end of this right here, and it'll be a downspout, and that'll be it for both sides. Then I found this little tack that I'm gonna put up on there somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I was gonna put it on the. I might still put it on the steering column like we used to do in you know, but we'll see. Now, what I want to show you, these parts that came from, these are my parts for, I just want to give you as a reference. These are my parts for, this is the rear end, all the parts for the rear end. But these are the parts that came from TDJ Innovations, I think. I have to look it up. But anyway, this is a high-rise manifold, tunnel ram system, with dual hollies. As you can see, the work is fabulous. You can't see the details that well, but believe me, the work is fabulous. That's the 9-inch rear end. Of course, it's all narrowed down because of the big tires that I'm putting on here on my Mustang, on my 1/12 scale Mustang. Those are the tires right here. But that's the difference between the 1/12 and 1/25 scale. That's why I like the large scale, because there's so much I can do with them. More so than the 1/25. The 1/25s are very intense. So I wanted to show you guys and give you an idea to go check out this website, TDJ's Innovation. Give me a second. Let me swing around here to my computer. And yeah, that's mine. Just got that copy of Scale Auto yesterday. But yeah, it's called, that's the website. Can you guys see that? It's TDR Innovations, and what they build is they make large scale parts starting at 1/16 up to 1/8 scale models and engines, whatever. You just go check it out and enjoy that website. So there you have it. I hope that, give me a second, gentlemen. I want to bring up YouTube again. Let me go to history here. Where are you, Dave? I just wanted to encourage David again to go ahead and build this thing, man, and enjoy it. And you know, think out of the box a little. I'm not saying that you're not already, but just enjoy the thing. I wouldn't even worry about that little bit. Unless you're going to the Masters with it, I wouldn't worry about it. I go to local shows up here. I go to NNL East. I'll go to the one in Maryland, and then I'll go to the one in here in Pennsylvania. It's called Super September Showdown. I think it's the first Saturday of every September, I think. But anyway, those are the ones I go to, and great bunch of guys. Unfortunately, I don't belong to a model club. I would love to join a model club, but the nearest one is an hour and a half away from me. So that's why I didn't join. There's nothing closer. So anyway, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this helped you, David. Got any questions, man? You got any comments? Leave them, and if I can help you in any way, let me know. All right. Have a great day. Stay warm.